What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel again, and welcome to another legendary tactical breakdown. This one is one of my absolute favorites. It's Inter Milan's treble winning tactics. Of course, is Jose Mourinho and his Inter Milan side back in 2010 completing the treble, the first and only Italian team to do so. And yeah, before I get to show you the tactics, let me give you guys some context. Because there were actually two formations in two halves of the season. So in the first half of the season, he was actually playing a 4-3-1-2. Samuel Eto'o and Diego Milito, he had up top. Wesley Schneider, he was playing in behind as a number 10. He had Esteban Cambiaso and Dejan Stankovic as the two midfielders. And he had Walter Samuel, Lucio at the back, Javier Zanetti playing as a left back, and Maicon playing as a right back with Julio Cesar in goal. But the problem was that he barely qualified for the round of 16 of the Champions League. He was doing pretty fine in the league and in the Coppa Italia or in Italian football's context, because the Italian side of football, it's pretty narrow. It's not wide. But when you go to a European context, it's pretty wide. Teams were pushing their fullbacks high, and there were wingers like Robin Ribery and Cristiano there. Of course, they were cutting inside and their overlapping fullbacks. So he figured that out, and he then switched up the formation to a 4-2-3-1. And that's the one that we're going to be breaking down. So let's go to straight to team management. Let's look at the tactics first of all. Tactical preset, yeah, let's set it to custom, no problem. But yeah, 4-2-3-1 narrow. Where is it? 4-2-3-1 wide. I think I missed it. 4-2-3-1 wide. Yep, here it is. So yeah, so build up style, of course, is Jose Mourinho. It's counter attack, and for the defensive approach, uh, first things first. Let me be clear on one thing. He actually wanted his defensive line to push a bit high, so he got Lucio on a bargain transfer fee of like 5 or 6 million euros from Bayern Munich. So yeah, and Walter Samuel, who was a traditional defender like Nemanja Vidic there, he was a short stopper, and the other one, which was Lucio, of course, World Cup winner with Brazil, he was more of a ball playing defender. And you can put it on balanced or like 60 if you want, or you can put it on 50. But don't do an actual low block. It's not how they played actually. 50 is fine, 50 to 60 is the optimal, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's keep it to 55. Let's keep it in between, and it will work. Don't worry, it will work. So yeah, and now for the player roles. So as soon as he found out that the 4-3-1-2 was not working, it took him a lot of convincing to convert Samuel Eto'o to play on the left wing, if you know what I mean. Oh, another thing I forgot, another player I forgot. I mentioned Dejan Stankovic, but Dejan Stankovic was not actually starting games. He was more of a bench player. The two CDMs that were starting were actually Esteban Cambiaso and, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Thiago Motta, who is now managing Juventus. So, yeah, another crucial aspect that made him switch up to this formation was he made a transfer in January which changed everything. And that was, of course, Goran Pandev from Lazio. He was playing for Lazio back then. He made that transfer and it changed everything. So yeah, there's that. I think he Goran Pandev, he retired some days ago. I think last year maybe. Yeah, I think he's North Macedonian. So yeah. if I'm not mistaken. So Diego Milito, yeah, for the player roles, just Stefan De Vrij, yeah, he's more like a Walter Samuel, so let's switch him up to with Bastoni there. He's a ball playing defender, has a plus plus no matter, and with a build up because Lucio, he in case of Lucio, there is another context. He actually wanted Ricardo Carvalho from Chelsea, of course, but Chelsea didn't want to sell him to Jose Mourinho because they knew how dangerous Ricardo Carvalho can be under Jose Mourinho. So he got Lucio instead, but it was a bargain transfer and it worked. Lucio was a pretty good ball playing defender. Of course, for Bayer Leverkusen, for Bayern Munich, for Brazil. Yeah, that's that. So let's put Bastoni, although he's left footed, but yeah, he can build up the play from the back. Stefan De Vrij as a normal traditional shortstopper with balanced. And Julio Cesar back then, yeah, it was traditional goalkeeping, no sweeper keeper or all that stuff. Javier Zanetti, yeah, he was more of a fullback with who would go up and down the pitch, and sometimes what he would do is he would go up and he would cut inside, so you can get him on balanced support. It's not available in the vanilla game if you are asking. The support is only available in Anthony James's gameplay mode, so you can keep him as a wing back. And on the right side, Maicon, he was actually an attacking wing back, the Brazilian Maicon. So yeah, attacking wing back. Yeah, and he was actually on the offensive side of things, more on the defensive side of things. And then for the holding midfielders, Esteban Cambiaso, yeah, he was more of a holding and defend. And Thiago Motta's case, uh, he was kind of like a deep lying playmaker, but not like a deep lying playmaker again. So you can play him as a holding midfielder with a defend. But on Esteban Cambiaso's case, he was the aggressive guy. So you can go put him on a ball winning focus with a holding. So this is how it looks like with the ball. As you can see, DeMarco and Pavard have pushed up top, and yeah. And Wesley Snyder, yeah, he was a traditional number 10, so put him as a classic number 10. His focus was to support attacks, be creative, and yeah, it's a classic 10. And Diego Milito, he was actually a goal scoring machine. Very underrated striker, of course, Argentine. They bought him from Genoa, I think, for 22 million. And they also bought Thiago Motta from Genoa. So Diego Milito's profile is more like an. He's not that fast like Marcos Thuram is or like a Lautaro there, but he's tall and strong, so he could hold up the ball. You can put him on poacher with a focus of attack, or you can put him as an advanced forward. I think that role suits him well because he stays close to the opposition line but opens themselves up for passes in the build up and makes runs in behind for scoring chances. Yeah, that's what actually Diego Milito was all about. So the thing was that somebody in the midfield would get the ball to Schneider and he would get the ball to Diego Milito, and his dribbling skills was absolutely superb. So yeah, he was not a poacher who was just loved scoring goals. He would dribble past goalkeepers, and yeah, that's that. So keep him as an advanced forward. And on the other side of the pitch, you have also, of course, Samuel Eto'o, inside forward with a balanced. And on the other side, you had, of course, Goran Pandev. He was a left-footed right winger, so yeah, inside forward balanced. And all two of the wingers had defensive duties, so you have to keep them on balance, not attack. And the only two guys that didn't have the defensive duties was actually Wesley Schneider and Diego Milito. They were the outball, actually. I remember in the final against Bayern Munich that Wesley Schneider, I think, not Wesley Schneider, somebody in the midfield got tackled. It was an advantage played by the referee. And then Diego Milito dribble past Demi Kelly's there, maybe. If I'm not mistaken, and put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah. And there's that. It's a simple tactic, guys. So it's counter attack. It's two holding midfielders and with a number 10 and a striker up top and wingers on both sides, inverted wingers. So yeah, there's that. And let's look at the squad real quickly. Let's tweak up a couple of things. Uh, yeah, Mehdi Taremi. Yeah, he is more like a. You can see that he has a better dribbling, but yeah, he's 6 foot two. Marcus Thuram. I think I'll keep Marcus Thuram for this one. And for the wingers, I think uh, Lautaro Martinez. Yeah, he can play there. Yeah, let's keep him there. No problem. No problems. I have no problems with that. And on the other side of the pitch, they have Dumfries. They play a 3-5-2, so they don't have the players. But yeah, there's that. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, yeah, you can put Aslani there or even David Fratesi, but I don't think it's gonna happen because they both need to be good on the defense. So Nico Barella and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, they both fit. And Stefan De Vrij as a Walter Samuel and Bastoni as a Lucio, it works. And Jan Sommer, although he's 6 foot, not as tall as Julio Cesar, yeah, but he does fit. So yeah, there's that. Or you can put Martinez, no problem. As long as you set the tactics correctly. By the way, guys, if you want to copy this tactic, just enter the code shown there, and it's that. So there's that. And let's go to a game. It's against Bayern Munich. It says at the Giuseppe Meazza, but the San Siro is not in the game. So yeah, let's how things pan out. It's against Bayern Munich, so they won the game against Bayern Munich in the final of the UCL. Let's just play a couple of minutes, see what happens. And yeah, we have got the latest Fivers mode. It's beta 8. So yeah. Yeah, that ain't no San Siro, man. So yeah, we have got the latest Fivers mode and it's beta 8. We were running beta 7 until the season 1 finale of the Manchester United career mode. Has Lautaro. As you can see that Marcus Thuram is running with pace and he is coming back to defend, and they're overloading the midfield. So they actually did try and do that. Here's Alfonso Davies. Yeah, Bastoni there. Dumfries. They rarely had the ball, so you don't have to worry about possession. Any Jose Mourinho teams, they don't actually didn't dominate possession. He is not a possession guy. So yeah, that's that. As you can see, Marcus Thuram is running. Okay, the ball didn't get to him. And it was a very tight defensive side. In modern football, you don't find players like Walter Samuel or Lucio anymore. And by the way, if you want to have another example, he had Marco Materazzi also on the bench. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Marcus is asking for the ball, but yeah, Mkhitaryan have a shot, my man. Okay, blocked. Nico Barella. Nice pass. DiMarco. Yeah. Yeah, this was actually the style they were playing. Musiala there. You can see Stefan de Vrij drifting wide when DiMarco is not on his position. So yeah. By the way, guys, if you do have the Anthony James's gameplay mode, put your fullbacks on support focus. Otherwise, you're gonna have a rough time. Yeah, they intercepted that ball, and Maicon was always on the attack. Come on, Marcus, make the run. Yeah, got burst in there by Kim Min-jae. I remember Thomas Muller missing an absolute sitter one-on-one with uh, Julio Cesar there. It was an absolutely missed opportunity. Inter were 1-0 up in the second half, I think. Yeah, so we get a throw in. I'm just gonna play the first half like I always do. There's a Lautaro. Yeah, Inter Milan or Internazionale, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, here's Marcus. Yeah, cutbacks. Yeah, they were part of the game. I remember the game against Barca at the San Siro. It was a breathtaking game, and the second leg at Camp Nou, man, that was something else. Sergio Busquets, Oscar-winning acting right there. That was a pretty horrendous acting by Sergio Busquets. Here's Marcus. Yeah, he's ping the balls just like this one. Conman scored a goal. Yep. So Diego Milito scored a goal just like this one, where he got the ball and then he drifted wide and then cut it in. So that's Simone Inzaghi, the current manager of Inter. I will be making a video with his tactics as well. The game is currently showing a 5-3-2, but he doesn't play a 5-3-2. I think he plays a 3-1-4-2 with Hakan there playing as a deep line playmaker. So yeah, so that's the first half, and let me rewind just a bit. The tactics. By the way, as I said, guys, if you want to copy this exact one, just there is a code on the screen. You can copy that as well. I think George of FIFA mentioned a website where there was many tactical codes by legendary managers. So you can pick that up as well, and you can pick this up as well. See what's the best one. Yeah, I watched it on TV, so yeah, I remember everything about it. So let's rewind and see. It's a 4-2-3-1 wide with 2 DMs. The build-up style is counter. Defensive approach, you can put it on 50, you can put it on 60, but not below 50. They're not playing that low of a low block. Because Jose Mourinho, the reason being, Jose Mourinho himself said that we have the best low block in the country. By that meaning that he had the best back four in the country, with Zanetti, with Maicon, with Walter Samuel, with Lucio, and also they had Marco Materazzi. Yeah, that's that. And fun fact, Javier Zanetti didn't actually play the final in left back. He played with Esteban Cambiaso as a DM, and Christian Kivu played as a left back in the final versus Bayern Munich. So yeah, there's that. And Christian Kivu had a very hard time against Aryan Robben there. So yeah, there are a lot of fouls going on, but the referees back then they were lenient. So yeah, not like this era where the referees, if you just put a finger on somebody, it's a yellow card and a red card. So yeah, that's not like that. So the player rules, last but not least, Marcus Thuram or your striker, whoever on a pick, advance forward plus attack. Classic 10 on a playmaker or a cam, inside forward balanced on the wingers both sides, and it you have to play inverted wingers. So left footed right winger, right footed left winger. So yeah, that's that. Two holding midfielders, one is an aggressive one is a normal one. And by defenders, you have to pick one who is a stopper, like Nemanja Vidic, or like Pepe. Yeah, and I know that that's a very extreme example, Pepe, but yeah, he was a short stopper or like a Rafa Varane. Yeah, and then you have to pick another defender who is on a ball playing defender and a focus with a build up. Uh, on the right hand side, you have Maicon, who is an attacking wing back and unbalanced. On the other side, you had Javier Zanetti. He was a wing back but unbalanced. So yeah, there's that. And the goalkeeper, yeah, it's traditional goalkeeping. It's goalkeeper, not sweeper keeper, and it's on defense. Stays in position, no rushing, no anything, because the defense did the job for him. There is a saying, Nike made an advertisement in a billboard saying, the goalkeeper's job is the easiest job in Italian football. You can interpret that as you want. So yeah, that's that. And without the ball, it looks like this. With the ball, it looks like this. So yeah. So as you can see, Dimarco and Pavard, they can overlap. Mkhitaryan as a 10 playing in behind the striker, and Nico Barella, Sharanoglu holding with Bastoni, and Devray, Jan Sommer as a making the back five, and you are not susceptible to counters. So that's it, guys. That's it for today's tactical breakdown. I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, it's a 1-0 score line, but yeah, I'm gonna be making some more tactical breakdowns soon. So yeah, not tactical breakdowns, tactical real life replication, tactical breakdowns. So yeah, so that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Jose Mourinho is one of my favorite managers. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. So cheers, guys. Keep yourself safe. Keep your family safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers and goodbye.